All right, we're gonna continue where we left off at, and right here, just forgot to add this for the video was over. So we're just gonna add our up fractals. So we're just taking this information and just putting it right here in this list. We'll need to make this here private. Let's make this list private. All right. So the private list. And what we can do also is to help us better understand what's going on. Let's do a for loop. We're just going to say for I int I equals 0 if I is less than. We're just going to just do. Let's just do down fractals. Count I plus plus. All right, and simple. We're going to do a draw arrow down. You got this information right here. We're just going to copy this. Arrow down plus I. My mouse there. Plus I. And we're going to change this here to up fractals. I dot date. That should be down fractals. Got them backwards. Down fractals dot date. Down fractals. Dot what is that price? Let's just go ahead and put out this on one screen so we can see it. And the same thing, we're just going to copy the same information. So I'll make sure we put I to string here. To string. Okay, then we're just going to call this arrow up. And we're going to just change this here to up, date, and up right here. And we'll change this to minus. Okay, once again, as we said earlier, the reason why I was saying arrow down plus I is that this, when this draws a line, if it finds the fractal that we're looking for, what it would do is simply draw it. And if it finds it again, it's looking for this name right here. So if this name is taken, it's going to delete the arrow that's already there and redraw it again. So if you put a plus I, it's looking for arrow down, but it's also going to have this here attached to it. So the first one's going to be arrow down 0. So it loops through again. That I will be 1. So arrow down 1. So it's going to keep on drawing all the lines. And before we do that, we need to make sure that that upper fractals and down fractals has information, or we're going to get us an error. So we're just going to say if down fractals dot count is greater than 0, and just put, and this is for testing purpose. I'm just demonstrating everything to you. So it's not part of the logic. We're just showing that it's working. Okay, just like this right here. All right, let's save that. Come back to our candle. And fractals V2. All right. And we did get an error, did we? We didn't. Yep, yep. So we did get the error. Let's see what we forgot. Um, what we can do is just let's debug it. Good time to debug it. Let's make sure that we can get here. We'll attach a process. In order to debug, come over here to debug, attach a process, find what we're looking for. We're looking for Ninja script. Okay, attach it. It's going to run through everything. And when it runs through, all right, let's this we got to remove it and let's have it run all over again. Let's just make sure we get to this spot. Okay, we can't get here. Let's see what's going on. For I does equal 0, count is greater than 1 on both of them. And as long as above that, I think I know what's going on. I know exactly what's going on. I try to do this to save time, but it's not going to work. So we got to do 2 for loops. And for I equals j, oh, j equals 0 if j is less than fractals count, then j plus plus. Okay. And I will show you exactly what I'm talking about here in a second. Why we have to do this. And I'm sorry it's taking a little longer than we wanted, but it's a good lesson that we're going to learn here in a second. This is the part that we help us become better coders if we know what's going on, because we debugged and found out, and if everything runs smoothly, we can never learn. I do know that for a fact. They changed everything to J here. Okay, now let's build a solution. Okay, remove it. Okay, there we go. And then I changed that. I'm sorry. Change that to arrow up. And let's change the color. So what was going on is this. Okay, let's just see how much longer I got. Okay, we still got some time to explain. All right, and just a quick press F5 if you're using Windows to refresh it. All right, that's our down fractal, up fractal. There we go. We got everything that we need right here, showing everything that we got. So high is greater than the previous candle and the candle coming after it. Same thing with the other side. It's lower than the previous candle and the candle after it. So this is our fractals. Okay, well, anyways, what was going on is I said if down fractal, which is this right here, if down fractal had at least one uh, uh, has some information in it, then we can run this for loop. I said if down fractal and up fractal had information. If it's greater than 0, then run this. But what the problem we were running into is I did not know if up fractal and down fractal had the same number of items in it. This here could probably had 12. This here had 11. So when I said it's down fractal, so it ran it again. Just say if it had 12, it ran it, but this here only had 11. So it said I have nothing else here for you to run. I don't know what you're looking for. So that was the problem that I was running into. So I had to separate these 2 for loops. But as you can see, this is the information that we got. It's running perfectly now. Like I said, this is for debugging purposes. I want just to give you a visual of what's going on. All right, and let's just explain what's going on here with the fractals. So we got our account. There's at least one in here. J++. This is the draw arrow, and as you can see here, we put this. This is this indicator that we're working with right now. This is what this is. Arrow up. That's the name that it's looking for. What were we calling this? Arrow up is arrow up plus J, like we explained with I. False is does it want us to if the chart changes? So if we come here, you see how it's getting bigger and smaller. It's asking, do you want the arrow up to do the same thing? We said, no, we don't want that. We are going by the date right here. And in some cases, you can use, uh, let's see if we can find it. I tell you, drawing, draw arrow up and down. Okay, we can use bars that go right here, but I do not do that. And the reason simply is because of this. The reason why I don't do it. You can do it, but the reason I don't want to do it is, as we explained earlier, current bar counts from left to right. But if I'm doing a for loop, it counts from right to left. So you can get mixed up and do not know exactly which count you're on. But if you use the date time, it don't matter which way you're counting, the time is going to be the same. So that's the reason why I use that. And I use the price. The price is and the tick size. So I'm subtracting the tick size. If it's going to be below it, subtract the tick size. But if we want to put the arrow or any information above it, just add the tick size. And this is what color that we are looking for right here. Okay. So that's what's going on with this. It's just check our time. We got a little bit left. So I'm just going to explain what's going on in the next video so we can get ready for it. All right. In our next video, since we got this here taken care of, we already know how to do our fractals. Next thing we're going to do is set it where we can allow other indicators to use this information that we have now. Instead of redoing this every single time that we are using, creating this, or creating another indicator that needs this information. Now, since this is created, we do not have to use this information again. We could just pull it from here